But you know, as I was cutting some grass, I noticed something that I had never made a video on. At least I don't believe I did. We have hundreds of videos, and it's a hidden thing that damages your equipment. And it can be at any field. We don't know where it's going to be, and it could even be on a field that you're flying off of, and you're not even aware that this is damaging your equipment until it's a little bit too late. And so I'm gonna just drive around. I'm gonna take the camera from my wife, and I'm gonna start cutting the grass, and I'm gonna do a couple strips, and then I'm gonna stop the camera, and I'm gonna see if you could spot the hazard, if you could spot the equipment hazard in that video, and we'll see if you see it. When I tell you, you're not even gonna believe it, because most people don't even talk about it. You may have never even heard about it, and this is definitely a video you want to share with your fellow pilots and see how many people know it. See how many other pilots actually know about this. There's not too many, and I never hear them talking about it. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen another video on this very subject. So I'm going to make it right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be cutting, and as I'm driving, I'm going to keep the camera in front of me. And I'm going to do one lap around the back of the barn here, back at Carver's Field. This is the front section. We do a back section that we kind of don't use for flying out of, but I spotted it back there while I was cutting, and I want to see if you see it. And when we're done, we'll come right back. So right now we're going to pause the video, and we'll be right back with you. Okay, so you can kind of see where I was cutting over here, and I haven't cut here yet. I'm going to make one trip down and one trip back along this cut line right there. There's my cut line right there. There's where I cut, there's where I didn't cut. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to keep the camera right in front of my tractor, and I want to see, even with this playing, if you can spot the hazard. You ready? Here we go. Well, I don't know if you noticed it or not, because in front of me I saw hundreds and hundreds of hazards, but I'm not sure what showed up in the video. So maybe you caught it, maybe you didn't. You think you did? Well, let me zoom in on what it is. Are you ready? You see that? That's the hazard. You say, well, how in the world could that be a hazard? I'm just launching a powered paraglider. What's that going to do? Let me tell you what they do. These little suckers get down inside your wing. You might be launching from a place, never even known it. We just had a guy come in, and his wing looked like Swiss cheese when you kited it. I said, holy cow, what happened to your wing? He goes, what are you talking about? And what it looks like is like you took a hot cigarette and went sizzle, 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 sizzle right through the wing until the light shines through. When you wind up one of these inside your cells, inside your wing, what happens is he will try to get out, and he won't die right away. He's got plenty enough air to live, and he'll chew through the first layer, then the second layer, then the third layer, and he's going through all these wrinkles. And then when you open this thing up, it looks like one of those paper dolls, but your whole wing will look like Swiss cheese. It gets these in it. If you haven't seen little tiny holes that look like cigarette burns, or you're wondering what they are and nobody ever told you, these things will eat up your glider, your expensive glider, what you do, and it'll make a weakness in it. Now, we got ripstop nylon stuff that won't spread, but ripstop actually does start fraying out. So you'll want to patch those little holes, make circular type quarter to $50 size patches out of like a tape. You can get it from Paragear, you can get clear, you can get different colors, and put it right over that hole. But that little sucker will chew his way out. Honey, you get that in there?
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
I don't think I've ever made a video, and I don't know if anybody's ever told you, but share this with any one of your friends and see if they know about it. And then the next time you have your wing out, take a close look at it. You see all these little holes in it? It's because you locked one of them down in the cells. Oh, and by the way, a little cheater way of finding out if they're in there, kite your wing up and look, because you'll see dark spots, because you'll be able to see through the wing, and you see a dark spot. Count the number of cells that he's in over from the center. Go down that cell until you find him. Because if you pack him up and roll him away until the next time you fly, you're going to be flying some Swiss cheese. I just thought I'd share that with you. Maybe you didn't know. I don't know. Maybe you did. But anyways, thanks for joining me. Oh, by the way, and if you see one of these that my grandfather warned me about,